Hi, Professor. My name is Tang Junyue, and I'm going to start this presentation now. Through this semester, we have covered a wide range of authors spanning a variety of literary movements areas. So in this presentation, I will discuss the authors that, in my opinion, best represent these three literary movements: Romanticism, Realism, and Symbolism, and also the Modernism. First, let us start with Romanticism. Rosalia de Castro was a representative writer of the late Romantic period, and I like his idea of passing time. He once wrote this sentence in his poem, "The feet of spring are on the stair. Yesterday bud, today a rose, and then sun scorched blossom goes as summer matters spring." This sentence shows the progression of the season, beginning with summer and continuing on through autumn and winter. It also conveys the passage of time via the changing of the seasons. The concept of the passage of time is similarly shown in the early Romantic poetry, Art of the West Wind by Percy Shelley. In this poem, Percy Shelley connects time to seasons, and in the last two paragraphs of the poem, he argues that he wishes to assist and encourage his rebirth via poetry. What I want to mention is that I also love how he uses nature to help himself overcome the unpleasant emotions in his mind. In stanza written in dejection, Percy Shelley wrote, "And I might feel in the warm air my cheek grow cold, and hear the sea breathing o'er my dying brain its last monotony." This shows that even though Percy Shelley was miserable at this time, he experienced peace in nature, where he felt comfortable enough to lay down and cry his life away. So here he was healed through nature. And also this quote makes me realize that no matter what sad things happens, nature and time will take everything away. Now let's move on to Realism and Symbolism period. During this period, I believe Paul Verlaine must be my favorite writer, because he's not only using symbols to express his inner feelings and thoughts, but also he is using phonosymbolics in his poems. In Autumn Sun, Paul Verlaine connects his feeling of sadness and loneliness with the dead leaf, as he writes in the third stanza, "And I let me go where you winds blow, not where and not there, hurrying is bad even as a dead leaf anywhere." He's linking himself to a lonely autumn leaf that has fallen to the ground and is now being carried away by the wind without nobody caring where it lands. This perfectly shows that his feelings of isolation during this time. In the same poetry, he introduces his concept of phonosymbology. His depiction of sentiments is not limited to use words to explain certain symbols that can be seen by our naked eyes. Rather, he is trying to employ sound symbols to convey how he feels about thoughts. Words that are pronounced with an O and U might have a very sad tone. Here in this sentence, the word long, sound, and wound, these words highlight Paul's lonely disposition towards fall and its approach. This is what I think is really interesting. Finally, let's look at Wallace Stevens from Modernism. I feel like Wallace Stevens is a very special author because, like other authors, he was using the poems to create many beautiful images. As you can see the example on this page. But what makes him unique is his attitude towards life, and that is really positive. He encouraged people to focus on the good things around them, and he hopes that people will not take death too seriously. In the last paragraph of Sunday Morning, Wallace writes many lovely things, for example, like deers, birds, and berries. So he is linking back to nature. He is encouraging people to concentrate on those lovely things that are already in people's life, rather than obsessing about the things that are not really exist in the world. And so This is the end of my presentation, and thank you for listening.